Hi Greedy 3Ders, welcome to today's episode. Now there is a plethora of PLA options out there on the internet for you guys to choose from, and it's really difficult knowing which one to choose. You look at the reviews, you don't know which one it is, but I've been sent these from a company called Ziro, and they've asked me to try these PLAs for them. Now they sent them me, I haven't purchased them myself, but I am going to try them for you guys, and rest assured I will give you an honest review. If they're good, I will tell you. If they're bad, I will tell you. Now, everybody I think has their go-to PLA, but it's always good occasionally to try something new. Otherwise, it's like going to a restaurant and having the same meal every time. You might enjoy it, but there might be something better on the menu. Stay tuned. So they've sent me two PLAs today. I've got a dark one here and I've got a skin coloured one here. And what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to open the box. We're going to unbox them and we're going to pop them through the Anycubic Viper, give them a couple of test prints and see what results we get. Now, the things I look for when I'm getting PLA, I want to know the cost of it. Is it cost effective? There's all different ranges of costs, and cheaper is not necessarily better. But is it cost effective? How quick is the delivery time? For me, getting them from the mighty Amazon, that's usually next day delivery. Can I still maintain that with this brand that I'm looking at now? And you can with these. When you open the box, does it come well packaged? Do you get anything else in there? Has it been wrapped correctly? Is it going to knot halfway through? Well, all these are the things we can look at as we print through. So let's open a box. Let's see what's inside. Let's have a first impression just having a look at it. Let's look at the spool. Let's look at it all. And then let's get it in the printer a little bit later and do some prints. Okay, so when we open the box initially, what do we get? Oh, we're getting some goodies in here. Okay, what do we get? Well, we're getting the PLA initially. It's coming on a plastic spool. It's 1 kilogram. It's 1.75 millimeters, as you would expect. It's vacuum sealed, and the seal integrity is good, which is excellent. I'm getting this package here, which is one of these packages you get that you can put your used PLA in to keep it nice and dry. I'm getting an instruction manual. You don't always get that with PLA, which is good. And I'm also getting some 3D printer filament cleaner. Though that is new. I've never seen that before, and I've definitely never had that free with some 3D printing filament. So that is true. We'll definitely have a little look at that. And we've got some PLA straw. I guess this is a sample for you to try. So again, we'll have a little look at that. Wow, excellent. Well, that was in the first box. Let's see what's in the other box. Well, we've got the same again. We've got the bag. We've got some PLA Pro Brown, which is again a test piece. You never usually get that. We've got some 3D printer cleaning filament. Again, you never get that. And we've got a plastic rimmed, sealed, vacuum sealed. It's got the little moisture collector inside as well. It's 1 kilogram of the PLA. Well, that's excellent. So let's have a quick open of it. Let's have a look at it. Let's see if it's been wrapped correctly. But so far, I am very impressed. So inside the packaging, we've got 2 of these moisture collectors. I like to see that. The vacuum forming of the package was secure and was intact when I got it. And there we have the filament. If we look at that, it's still connected. It hasn't unraveled. Everything is good. If we look at the back, we can see, I like that too. You can have a good gauge of how much filament you've got left as you're running it through. I'm really pleased to see that too. So far so good. It's a lovely grey colour. Wonderful. We'll be getting that in the printer a little bit later and doing a test print of that. So I've loaded this PLA into my Anycubic Viper and it's gone in a dream, no problems at all loading. And I'm going to be printing this Darth Vader bust that you can get free from Thingiverse to give it its first test, and away it goes. Now the first thing I look for is, does it adhere to the bed as I would expect it to with my other PLA, and yes it does. I've had no problems with it adhering to the bed on the initial start of the print, but of course this is a very early stage in the process, so we will be keeping an eye on this print throughout. The print itself took about 12 hours, so as this goes through I'm going to be having a look at it, but so far everything is good. It is coming out as I would expect it to. It is sticking to the bed, the spool is rotating, everything looks good so far. Let's keep an eye on it. And just under 12 hours later, the print is complete, and I am really pleased with what I can see here. Now, it's been printed in 0.1mm layer height, and as you would expect, it does look very high quality. We'll get it off the printer and have a better look at it. Well, on closer inspection, you can see that everything has printed as I would have expected it to and as I wanted it to. I have just pulled off the brim from the bottom, so don't let the bottom looking a bit raggedy there put you off. It's just where I need to do a little bit of post work on it, but I haven't done yet. But look at the quality of that. It's smooth. There are some layer lines, of course there are. It's always going to be some layer lines with PLA. You're always going to need to sand it down, but I did zoom right the way in there, and there you can see the top part of the Darth Vader bust. Look at the detail in that. Look at the small parts. Look at how easily that has printed. Now, this actual print was a print I got from Thingiverse that you didn't need to use supports with, and I am so pleased with it, and there'll be a link in the description where you can get it from. But look at the detail. Everything is printed perfectly. It looks marvellous, looks wonderful. We're just going to have a real close look at it. Yes, again, there are layer lines. Of course there are. It's PLA. You're not going to get 100% perfection with PLA, but from a quality perspective, that is awesome. Now, what I'm going to use is this cleaning material that they send you free. I'm going to pop that through my printer now before I put the skin coloured PLA in, and it's literally a case of feeding it through, and when it comes out, the first thing you'll see right about now is a blob of black dirtiness that's come out, and that is the filament. I would suggest doing its job and cleaning anything that's in there out. If we just look at that, what's left there on the build plate, you can see the nastiness there, you can see the black, and you can see the dirt that it's pulled out. So it seems to have done its job, and on a little bit of tissue, there it is. The dirt that's come out with the cleaning PLA has been quite substantial, and if you're changing colour to a skin coloured one, which I am, I don't want blacky dirty bits in there. So let's load the skin colour PLA in and give that a blast. I'm going to be doing a Groot model from Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, a free model from Thingiverse, a model that requires no supports. Now what you can see here, it's off the printer, and I've just taken off the brim, and wow, the quality again is lovely. It's going to need a little bit of sanding. It's going to need some post prep work. Of course it is. It's PLA. But look at the two together. Absolutely perfect. No problems again. Printed again in 0.1mm, so exactly the same as Darth Vader. But it's come out in one piece. It's done the job. I am very, very impressed with the colour. I'm very impressed with the quality. I am very impressed with the end result. And I'm sure you can see that too. So 2 prints, 2 blazing successes. So in conclusion, what can I say? Well, the evidence is sat in front of me, either side of me here. The group with the skin coloured PLA from Ziro, and the Darth Vader with the grey coloured PLA from Ziro. I've had 0 issues with it at all, no pun intended, but I have had 0 issues. The filament is a reasonably priced filament. It has come when it said it would come. It is well packaged. It comes with a great few little extras as well. You've got the cleaning PLA, which you've seen in action, and you've got a little sample of another colour. Okay, it's 5 metres, you're not going to print the world with it, but it gives you an idea of what something will look like in that colour if you just want to check. And again, it's free. That's great. There's no dramas there. It comes with a bag. It comes with some of the little crystals that keep everything nice and dry. So in conclusion, I think that yes, I can recommend this filament based on me using it, not based on anything else, not based on them sending it me, not based on me having to beg or borrow and steal for it, on the fact that they've sent it to me and I've used it in anger, and I've used it for its function, and it works. Now, whether this is going to be the filament for you is down to you. You may have your filament of choice, you may have your go-to filament, but I would suggest give it a go, give it a try, see if it works for you. It's certainly worked for me, and it's certainly a filament that I will be using moving forward based on the results that I have in front of me. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you accept as well that I am impartial. Although they were free, this is my honest opinion. If these had to come out rubbish, I would be telling you. But the evidence is sat in front of me. I can't do any more than say I'm really, really pleased at the end result of this PLA filament from Ziro. So yes, greedy thumbs up. I do definitely recommend it. Please leave in the comments your thoughts on Ziro. Have you used it? Have you found it good? Have you found it bad? Because my example here is a small example in a big world, and you may have the same sort of experience, or you may have different experience. So let me know. But above all else, make a comment, like, share, subscribe, think about joining the Patreon, and I'll see you next time real soon on Greedy 3D.